everyone, welcome back to episode 18 of Ekko to 100, where I try to prove to you guys that you can master any champion within 100 games. And today we are back on the replay files, back with some Ekko, unsurprisingly. But today, and I've been waiting for this, we have actually been counterpicked. So if you don't know, currently Amumu has the highest win rate against Ekko. Just sheer tankiness, sheer CC, just everything that Ekko hates, and then he just burns you to death. So we'll see how we manage it, really. See if we can still win, and see how well we do against it. And it's a good game. So we have taken the classic domination tree runes. We've been sticking with the Korean build recently because it's just so much fun. If you haven't seen it, look at episode 15 and then the amended version in episode 17. But yeah, take W, put it down early and start on our red buff. We've started top lane here just so we can work our way away from the Amumu. Yeah, like he would be starting bot side, and you can see from the bot lane on the blue side, they actually haven't arrived yet. So the Jhin and the Ashe haven't arrived yet, so we know that Amumu is being leashed in bot lane. So we smite just to get that early and start on our Krugs. So yeah, domination tree, we've taken Dark Harvest, Sudden Impact, which is just great at the moment since the buffs. I love it. Eyeball Collection, and we have taken Ultimate Hunter as well, because I've been enjoying that much more than Treasure Hunter at the moment. And then on the other side, we've got Triumph and Legend Tenacity, so that we can try and mitigate some of the CC. Annoyingly, one of the little Krugs there resets. I'm slightly too far, which is really annoying. But oh well, we continue our clear. And the Lilia, oh, so I actually do something stupid here. So I see that the Lilia gets first blood, but she is very low. I can see that she's glowing red with the soul that I'm about to, well, no spoilers. The soul that I want to harvest. This is a mistake. Don't do this, guys. Don't gank on Ekko before level 2. Before you have your E. It's not worth it. So we get the Dark Harvest proc, we get the stun off, we just do an extra auto attack, and we flash and we just die straight away. So learn from my mistakes. Don't gank on Ekko before level 3. You just can't do it. That is the first of very few deaths this game. I decide to play smart, I think, for the rest of the game. And we do delete some people, so please stay tuned for that. We'll skip our chickens. We've delayed our clear just to go up and give Lilia another kill. But we'll just go back to our blue. And we actually should have gone for Gromp here. Gromp would have given us level 3 afterwards, whereas I don't think that the blue buff does. So the blue buff gives you 100 gold and the buff, but the Gromp gives you, I think, slightly more than 100 gold at level 1 and a lot more XP because it obviously doesn't give you the buff. But we start taking them at the same time, getting us pretty low. Oh no, we reset the blue buff as well! Oh, what is this game? We do manage to bring it back, so don't worry. Still getting my head into gear, obviously. I think this was the first game of, I think this was yesterday, which was Saturday for me. Yeah, so we got level 3 now, we'll do the blue buff. Very, very slow first clear. And we can see the Amumu has managed to get the scuttle grab there. With 28 CS. Oof. However will we make our way back into this game? That's a good point, actually. When I watch various games on YouTube, I'm always thinking, you know, if it's going bad, what can you do? What if I was playing that game that I'm watching? What can I do to get back into it? So at the moment, we get the Dark Seal because we're thinking, oh, alright, we're so far behind now already. We get the boots. So far behind, the only way is to just double down. You know, put all of our eggs in Dark Seal, and if we get 10 stacks, then we can actually be back in the game. That'd be fantastic. And we start to move topside. Having a look at the Lilia, she's very low. We do have our E. Let's see if we go for it, or if we just go for our Krugs here. Oh no, we're going for it. This is a good decision. I think Lilia is overconfident and she's worth a bounty at the moment. If we get this Lilia, it's worth 2 kills because she's also 2 levels above me. 3 levels above, 2 levels above me. There you go. That's amazing. So that gives us an instant level 5. It gives us 600 gold, so it's worth 2 kills, and we get the Dark Seal stack. So we are officially back in the game now. even though the Amumu is double CS on us, every 4 CS is worth about, I think, 88 gold in the early game. So what if he's 16? That's 4 times 88 is somewhere around 320 gold ahead of us. So we should be ahead of him right now. And we are 400 gold ahead of him. Amazing. Just one simple play. So simple. Don't tilt. If you die early, if you reset your buffs, don't tilt, because just think about how you can think about the avenues that you can find to get yourself back into the game, because you can do it. We did it with one simple play there. And then we'll just go back to our full clear, see if we can get level 6, potentially look for a... mind you, all the lanes are pretty pushed in. We could potentially go back top here if we wanted to. We'll throw the Q out. Yeah, perfect. And get the Gromp. So yeah, Amumu's a tough one, because for Ekko specifically, because you can't burn him down and the mid lane goes down. You can't, like, burst him down. He has... Ooh, let me get this right. I think he's got 3 ways of CCing you. He's got 2 Qs now since the buffs last year, and his ult. You can't really get away from him because of his Qs, and then he just burns you down. So we've seen bot lane. Bot lane are pretty far up here. They've pinged that I've got wards. I'm going to go in for it anyway. See what I can do. We get the Jhin flash. That's worth. As long as no one else dies here. They might do. So I go back in just to pressure them off. See if I can get it. No. Okay. So we took a lot more damage there than needed, because I wanted to save the Pyke and he went too far in. Then we move back because I feel like we're wasting too much time. So we want to back... Oh, I spoke too soon. The Akshan. The Akshan is looking... You know, he's below half health, so he's glowing red. We get some fruits. We've got our level 6, so we'll see how this plays out. If he's backing here, a cocky back, then we could have killed him. Instead, we'll help the little Vunk push in. All she needed was an E. Well, our red buff is up, but the Lilia is pushed up with just under half health. So we can do either here. Either's a good play. We see the Lilia back off, so we decide to just go for our red buff instead. That's fair enough. And our bot lane managed to pick up a kill. That's great. Someone else on the team with a kill. We're currently 6-2, so we're quite far behind in a matchup, a jungle matchup that we don't necessarily win. So it's a tough game, this. Not only that, but our top lane is semi-feeding, our mid lane has been ganked twice, and our Pyke seems to be pretty up for just tower diving. She's so low. I've just decided... Oh, she got the ward there, so I don't want to come this way. If anything, I want to come around here and gank on the tower. But I reckon she's probably run off, because she did see me on that ward and she saw that I was coming this way. So we'll just take the blue. That's fine. We saw the Amumu bot lane going for a gank. So the Lilia was actually hiding in this brush. We could see from her seed that she threw out. But no, free blue buff. That's fine. If you can't get a gank off and you know where the jungler is and they're on the opposite side of the map, just go for some counter jungling. You know, great. We've denied... Not only have we gained 100 gold and blue buff from that, but we've denied that to the Amumu as well. And we know our blue buff's down as well. And we'll go for Scuttle Crab. I'm not sure about this, because I think... We've got Cryo in both of our lanes, which is why I'm doing it. But it's almost impossible to do this on your own, and annoyingly, no one's coming to help us. Luckily, we actually do see the Amumu on the dragon. And he's got some help there. That's fine. We can just snack this up and not worry too much about how unhealthy we're getting. Good flash there. Dodge the Akshan Q. And good warp. Okay, she's out. That's great. And we get the Rift Herald. Fantastic. So here, I do that a little bit too early. You want to do it just as you're getting to 2 plates. Actually, that might be perfect. So you want the Heralds to burst the last 2 plates. Pretty much exactly. Because before plates fall off, each successive plate that you start attacking has significantly more armor. So the first plate has a little bit of armor, but not too much. Second plate has, I think, another 50% of armor on top of that, and I think it keeps going up by 50%, which means that by the time you get to the 5th plate, compared to the first, it's like 250% extra armor. We agreed for that. I don't think we should have. See what I mean? You just can't really get away from the Amumu. I don't want to fight him here because he's... And I think we're saving our flash for the second Q. There we go. That's good. So we managed to get away. But do you see what I mean? Like, we didn't manage to get any damage off on him there. We were significantly lower than him already, and we're taking a little bit of damage from the Gromp. But if we had stayed to fight that, we were just 100% dead. I think... Oh, okay. Amumu didn't have his ult up. If he had his ult up... If he did have his ult up, apologies, I would be dead. So it's a bit risky for me to stay there, especially since I've only got Dark Seal and Boots. I should have a decent amount of gold. I've got 3,200 gold in the bank. So I instantly get that Rocket Belt, which is nice. It will help with my engages, and it will help with my... I was going to say X-gauges. Escapes, I think, is more of an appropriate word in the English language. But X-gauges, I also like. X-gauges. Engages, X-gauges. Maybe we'll coin that. Jhin gets another kill in bot lane. He's now 3-0-1. Unfortunate, because you do not want a Jhin to scale. That's when his fourth shot just annihilates you. So that ward just goes down, which means we know that the Amumu's here. There he is. Does he manage to smite that? He does manage to smite that, unfortunately. So we get some burst damage off. But, I mean, he sits there with his E on, with his crying tears, and just does the same amount of damage. So, yeah, just... We need to play smart around the Amumu. And by smart, I mean... Go for the easy kills on the squishy targets. And then try get out before he can CC you. As soon as he's down... Like, so, let's sort of shadow fight this, if you get what I mean. So in the late game, if it's a 5v5, the Amumu's there engage, right? So what you want to do is you want to sit back from the fight a little bit as the squishy assassin. Sit back, let the rest of your team engage. So obviously the Tristana's got some good engage, and so does the LeBlanc, and so does the Riven. Even the Pike does as well, I say as he dies. So you sit back, you wait for someone else to engage, and then you go in. Wait for the ultimate. That's pretty much what Amumu wants to do. He wants to queue into as many people as possible, potentially flash ult, or just ult straight away and just stun and do as much damage to everybody as possible, and then the rest of his team follows in and just kills. So if you wait for that and then you go in, kill some squishy targets, that's pretty much what you want to do. So you want to sit back as we go in for this bot lane gank. I'm not too certain about this. We're both full health. See if we can get... Yeah, looks like we've got that. That's good. See if we can get the Jhin as well. I back out because I'm not sure how much that fourth shot's going to do. It does hit me in the end and doesn't quite do as much as I expect it to, but that's good. And we'll just sit here to just soak some of this XP as the Amumu ganks bot lane. I want to get out of here as soon as I can. There we go. Not bad. Extra stack on the Dark Seal. Extra stack in Ultimate Hunter as well. As we get our boots. So yeah, full penetration. Full magic penetration. Magic pen. Let me know what you guys think of the new jungle objective bounties. Do you guys think that Dragon's too strong now? Do you think that Herald's too strong now? Do you think it's too hard to take for the small buffs that they got? Let me know. Because I think I like it. I think it's definitely more challenging to get. As we see the Lilia nice and pushed up here. She's obviously got a ward, so she starts to back out. The Riven has some decent CC though, and the Lilia has no choice to go in. She flashes, she Qs. We slow her with the Q. We manage to get the proc off, which gives us the speed, and we manage to kill her before her sleep comes in. Nice kill. Oh, that's the wrong button. Here we go. So a sneak peek where the Amumu was there. So if you did see that, we know he's on Dragon. I currently don't. I can assume so. Oh, he's actually going in for our Pike in the bot lane here. And then it's probably moving back. Because I know he's there, and I know the blue buff cooldown and the Gromp cooldown, because we invaded it and took it last time, we can take it again. And that's good. And our bot lane have just warded Dragon as well, so we know he's not actually there. That's perfect. That's a free Gromp and a free blue buff. I think at this point that's just over 200 gold's worth of counter jungling. But you've got to remember, I get 200 gold for it, and I deny him 200 gold worth. So like the advantage we've gained there is just over 400 gold worth of advantage. So we push that in. We don't want to take the the CS from her, excuse me. So we give her the cannon minion, push that in, and then we can back out and do our own farm. Or the Ash is looking nice and pushed up here. So we see that they've got Scuttle. I fail my E and just decide to... Oh, do I decide to run over it? No, I go for the Lilia and the Akshan. The Akshan, I think, is a big problem this game. I mean, if you have a look at it, actually, the Jhin is the bigger problem currently. But I just back out here. We haven't actually used our ult this game. I'm thinking about it here just because I can get some good damage off. That's a really good dodge from the LeBlanc there. We actually managed to go in and snatch the kill up, which is great. We get the shield off, and Pyke gets the Amumu. See if we can get these guys as well. We really want to go for this. We back out slightly here because we're chasing them into a brush here, which means that they have advantage. We can't see the abilities that they're about to cast. We go round. The Tristana goes in. She manages to get out just in time, and we really want to get this Jhin. If we don't get the Jhin, we get the Ashe. That's fine. But the Pyke goes down. We keep chasing. Oh no, the Pyke's still there. Who went down on our team? Oh, I did. I went down. And yeah, the Jhin is a problem. So flash over the wall. That's fine. So yeah, we do go down there. Second death of the game. We lose 5 stacks. We had 7. That's fine. And we start to build towards our Lich Bane. It's really nice. So everyone's backing now just to get tempo. That's fine. If we all back, we'll respawn at the same time. Then we're all in the map at the same time. It's not necessarily the best call, actually, because we do have Herald up and we do have Dragon up. And if none of us are on the map, and they know none of us are on the map, then, you know, they have free reign. So you do want to keep a little bit of pressure up at all times on the map. But if we all come in at full force, again, it's not the worst thing. So we take these at the same time, get our passive proc off on both of them as soon as we can. And then we'll start moving to Dragon once everyone's ready. Ooh, Tristana getting Mega CC'd. I drop my W down. Get a 2-man stun, but there's just too many of them. I ult out. Definitely the better call there. I shouldn't have even gone in, to be honest. Dodged the Lilia Seed. As we are starting to pincer them. Make sure that they haven't got any... The Pyke looks like he's going down. It's unfortunate. So I E. Yeah, nice. That was E and Hextech Rocket Belt. Throw my W in. See if anyone's coming down. No one is. We E over the wall anyway just to get that shield. And we see if we can get something on the Akshan. We don't have my ult. So it looks like we're going down here. And the Lily gets 3 spawn. Very sad. So they are slowly taking over this game. Unfortunately, the bot lane here is just too scary. The Akshan is doing a ridiculous amount of damage because we don't have any heal cut. And they get the second dragon. Unfortunately as well, our mid laner and our top laner aren't doing too great. And our Pyke is also dying a fair amount as well. Speaking of Pyke, it looks like he's going in here. 2v1. Ooh, does he manage to get out? He's still playing aggressively. I don't know what his plan is, to be honest. Seems a bit over the top for me. I think he's a bit cocky because he's got 5 kills, but you've got to be careful when you're playing Pyke. Because if you got 5 kills, you know they were given to you on an ult, like almost. It's almost like a KS ability. So we managed to attach on her flash there, and there's just no chance that she's going to get away after that. Perfect. It's a nice kill back on the board for us. So we have 4 kills and 3 assists, but funnily enough, we actually only have 2 Ultimate Hunter stacks. So I think we've actually only killed the Ashe and the Lilia. Really funny. So we really need to start stacking that up more. We are level 11 now, so our ult should be on like a 45-second cooldown. I lie, it's about a minute. It'd have been 45 if we had all the stacks. Or maybe a bit, maybe 50 seconds. And then we start to move down. We've cleared our top side, almost cleared our top side. Jhin gets another kill, 8-0-3. 9-0-3, and let's see if we get a shutdown here. At least on one of them. There's 2 people here. 2 shutdowns. We trap them. See if we can get... He's just too fast, but we get the kill. That's 1,000 gold and a lot of XP as well. So the Ashe manages to catch me out there as well, and I just use every single movement ability in the game to try and get out, and I managed to. Really good. The Jhin is... Oh, what level is the Jhin? Find the right button for it. No, just press it. Jhin is currently... Oh, he's dead, so I can't see. I'll let you know when he respawns. But we're level 12. I assume that he's also... Actually, he might be level 11. So we didn't get as much XP as I thought, but we do get 1,000 gold, and you know, you don't complain when you get 1,000 gold. So he's level 12. Oh, were we level 11 at the time, or was I level 12 at the time? I can't quite remember. I think I was level 12. So you see the Amumu's coming for the flank here. We want to counter gank this. But the Ashe... You know, when people talk about like Yasuo being... I completely missed that word. That's really sad. When people talk about like Yasuo Windwall being the strongest ability in the game, I don't know, Hawk Shot from the Ashe is... I feel just... As a jungler, it feels so bad when there's just a random bird that comes out, invades your jungle, and just gives you just complete vision. Screws up jungle pathing. So it looks like there's a pretty big assault in the bot lane here. We want to see if we can collect something. Hopefully the Akshan. Just missed that CC. We managed to get the proc off on. Oh, who's this? Who just went in there? Oh, LeBlanc. And she goes down. There we go. We get the Akshan. That's another 800 gold. Really nice ult. And a nice little triple kill. Let's go back and watch that, actually. Let's break that down. So, they push up too far. They're like, yeah, okay, we got a kill. I come in. I do a little bit of damage, because now we've now got our Lich Bane. The barrier is popped by the LeBlanc on the Akshan, which is really good. I get the Akshan just with my passive. Really smooth. The Tristana jumps in. I ult back. Get really good passive proc off on my ult, and then we get the same with the Ashe. Triple kill, straight up to 10 Dark Seal stacks, and we now have 5 Ultimate Hunter stacks, bringing our ult down to, there we go, about 45 seconds. And that'll go down to about half a minute, about 30 seconds at level 6, but we can double check that when we, level 16, sorry, we can check that when we reach that. So that's really nice. We should be moving up as well, I think. Dragon isn't quite up yet, or pushing out bot lane. One or the other. So we're 8-3-3. And we are currently in a position to carry. As long as our team doesn't just throw themselves at the enemy, we should be okay. Should be. Again, I know how this game ends, so... I know I'm going to eat my words. Little spoiler. So we move down. We're flailing a bit here. I think we're not quite sure where to go. We want to be around Dragon. I want to try and convince my team to be around Dragon as well, because I know that the Jin's there. And the Tristana has to E away. And they start going for it. See if we can get anything on this Amumu. So that's what I mean. As soon as we get like stunned, it's pretty much game over for us. We ult back. We get the passive proc off. See if we get the Akshan as well. We don't quite manage to attach to the flash there. We get the shields. That's really nice. We get to E out. Ooh. Oh, the pipe almost killed me there. Bringing him too close. And then we back. Whilst the Riven is just... What did I say earlier? We'll be fine as long as we don't throw ourselves at the enemy. And Riven just throws herself at the enemy. I mean, she's surviving a long time because she's got Gore Drinker. That was a bad flash. That flash got you nothing. And 2 people just respawned. She did get 2 kills, but it's useless if they just respawn straight away. You know, yeah, bad play. She got 2 of them. She should have left it there. Come to Dragon. We could have got our first Dragon of the game. So I don't know what she was doing. we will wait here. I think we saw Lilia pushing, and there she is. See if we can get something here. Nice. Oh my god! I'm going to play that back and put that in slow motion, because that is just ridiculous. Speed it up a little bit. Like, just look how easy this build is. So we get the W down. We don't even hit the W. We E. Insane amount of damage with our E. Q. Passive proc. Ah! So much fun. This is why I chose this champion. Pick to 100. And it's just been a treat so far. You know, this is only episode 18, so we've got a good amount of games left to go. We are also, if you guys haven't seen the last video, on episode 20, what we'll do is we will put up a poll to see which champion I'm going to take to 100 next. And we'll start playing the next champion whilst doing this champion as well. Whilst doing Ekko. So there'll be a list of 5 champions. Ooh, so sad. So we don't quite manage to do anything to the action there because he just heals too much. He's now 11 and 3. He's managed to grab my shutdown as well. Just so sad. So unfortunately, yeah, the mid laner, I managed to shut down the top laner, so we're quite lucky there. But the mid laner fed a little bit, and the Jhin is very fed as well. So they've got high burst damage on their team, which is not what Ekko likes. So yeah, if you watch episode 20, there'll be 5 champions that I'll declare, and you guys can choose from any one of those champions for me to take to 100 next. And don't worry if you don't get the champion you choose, because we'll do them all eventually. You know, we're in this for the long run. So we're back up now, coming out of base. Coming out of base with the Shadow Flame now as well, and also almost halfway to our death cap as well. Once we hit death cap, we will just, you know, I mean, you already saw how quickly we killed the Lilia, and that was before Shadow Flame even, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Just goddamn Akshan. I'm not happy about it. Too much damage. We do manage to... Oh, Pike. That's point blank. We managed to get the kill, and we managed to get the shutdown, which is nice. Yeah, I mean, we could have given it to someone else, but I was worried that I was going to just get absolutely popped like I did last time. Managed to get the root, but they're too far away to do anything. We'll just take this, deny them farm if this goes badly. So the Riven went too far in. Again, we throw W out. I don't really want to do that. And look at the Mumu here. We just cannot do any damage to him. We are 7 kills up on him. We have the same amount of deaths. He's got a few more assists than us. We are about 30 farm up on him and 3 levels, and we still can't kill him. This is why a Mumu is a counter to Ekko. So if you guys are playing Ekko and you see your opponent pick Ekko, you know, they take it away from you. How dare they? Pick a Mumu. He's easy to play. His first clear is good. And his team fighting is great. Or, alternatively, just ban him. As we get our revenge. We see the CC Master. As Jhin manages to just one-shot our Pike. No, Pike's... It's unfortunate, actually, because Pike's passive means that he can't actually get any benefit from HP items. I think it's all just converted into AD. We throw our W down. Just... Oh, so good. That was just a simple E. Lich Bane, dead from the Lilia. As the Akshan... Oh, really nice. Really nice ult there. And it's just me versus the Jhin. Let's see what we can do. Die. So, we had a nice play. But the Jhin had really nice spacing and is 14 and... Well, he was 13 and 2. He's now 14 and 2. He is currently the same level as me. With a fair amount more CS. Only 1 more kill. So, the thing is, if we can get to him, we kill him. He obviously has the range advantage in this, and his spacing and his kiting is really good. He's got this, which gives him a really good amount of movement speed, so that's an extra 7%, and he's got boots of swiftness as well, which are, in combat, the fastest boots in the game. Out of combat, it's mobility boots, but that's more for like roaming champions. So we just, as the Pyke, actually he gets some good wards off. He's just in too deep again though. You can see the Jhin starting to come down from mid lane. Just managed to sneak around there. That's nice. And we're coming out. We're going top lane. I think we should go mid lane here. It looks like we can see the assault, and it looks like I'm actually changing course. Or am I just going for level 16? Yeah, we're so close to level 16. Let's just go for that. There we go. Level 16. Ult on a 30-second cooldown. Very nice. Just, you know, if we use it at the beginning of a fight, actually, if we use it at the end of a fight, it'll be up for the next team fight. So here we see them. We know there's no vision. We W. We want to see what we can get here. 1 dead. 2 dead. See if we can get the Jhin. We managed to get on top of him. Can we get the passive proc? We get CC'd. We ult back. Full health. Look at that. As our team just die around us. So yeah, the Amumu here. I think I can take him because I'm 3 levels above him. You just can't. You can't do it. It's impossible. And we are one-shotting the Ashe. We one-shot the and we did get him on the Q drawback actually there, which was nice. But yeah, there's just no counterplay. Like he doesn't really have any. He just bought this magic resistance item, so he didn't really have anything in there. Can we get some good CC off there before he starts auto-attacking? Ah, that was so close. Did manage to do it in the end though. Just got the Pyke up. So just avoid him at all costs. You know, aim for the squishies. Aim for the squishies, and the rest of your team can deal with the Amumu. You know, if the Riven 1v1s the Amumu at this point, she'll win. I hope. No, I kind of doubt that. Let your ADC deal with them. That's the better call. The Tristana in this case has Kraken Slayer, so that just true damage and just burns through all of this HP and all of this armor. It's really nice. And it looks like, as my team can't really contest the dragon, they're just going to get Dragon Soul. So that is an issue when playing against the Amumu as Ekko. It's really hard to play around objectives. You know, your teammates really have to be on it, and you can orchestrate it. Oh, I steal it! That's really nice. And we ult out. So we actually do manage to contest it. We managed to get some good mobility on there. We don't get CC'd hard enough. We get, we make some good distance to go in, which means that when we ult back, we go really far. And we just managed to get the better smite off there. That's nice. And we have our death cap now as well. We have our death cap. So we are almost full build. We sold our Dark Seal because we do die a fair amount. Oh, good flash. Get the passive proc off. We're keeping pace here because and we get the proc from the Amumu as well. Back into everybody. It's just so hard to play, and that's what I mean. Like, our teammates are just dying here and there. I block this. Nice. It wasn't needed there. I think that was just precaution, but it probably gets her killed eventually. Easy kill there. Extra 450 gold. So our abilities are currently doing, if you hit both parts of Q, that's 800 damage. Hang on. Let's look at this fight now. So this is risky because we've got the Amumu here, the Jhin is coming up mid lane, and the Lilia is so low, and we want that kill. So the Amumu's coming in, the Lilia's here, and the Jin's here. So 1v3. Can we do it? So we get CC'd instantly. We throw our Q out to see if we can get something. We get it on the drawback. We get a really good ult on the Jhin. He dies with the IE. We manage to get everything off on the Amumu. She just leaves the Lilia, which we get with our item. 1v3, guys. That's what this champion can do. 1v3, and even against the Amumu as well. We played it really well, which is how we managed to get the Amumu. We didn't have a lot of damage. We didn't absorb a lot of damage either because the Jhin was trying to run away for most of it. We had a really good ult back on him, and he didn't have his flash up, so he couldn't do anything. So that's what you need. You need to catch him out, catch their main damage source out first. If the Lilia had come closer, I would have gone straight onto her, but because she hadn't, it was just a 1v1 with me and the Amumu, and because we've got this item now, we are actually doing percent magic penetration, which is probably why we managed to then do some decent damage to the Amumu. So I think Baron was a bad call there. Just insane amount of damage coming out from the Akshan. It looks like everyone else manages to get out. Yeah, the Pyke can heal through that. That's fine. And the Riven is almost caught up, but not quite. So yeah, we shouldn't have done that. I killed 3 of them, and it was a 2v. It was a 2v5, and oh no. So the LeBlanc's tilted because she's 1 and 11, so she wasn't there at all. I think I pinged her to come up, and I think she emoted me. So yeah, she's tilted, and really unfortunate because we're coming back into this game, but we just can't do it if we're 4v5. As they start doing the Baron now, excuse me. Our team is moving, but we don't have the smite up. I'm doing the most damage on our team, and they do manage to get it, unfortunately. As they're just throwing random abilities out, seeing what they can get. They do... and they just get caught out. So sad. You managed to get that. Get the resurrection. We are here. We put the W down to see what we can do, which isn't a lot. We go in, but it's just we get CC'd straight away. So it's really sad because we're doing really well. The Amumu was an issue for us. It meant that we couldn't get many objectives. We did manage to get 1 dragon to deny Dragon Soul. I think we got a Herald as well whilst they were getting Dragon, but you just have to play around him. You know, you can't just engage on him no matter how fed you are. And think about it, maybe if you itemized to get the Void Staff earlier, then the game might have ended differently. But unfortunately, this is a loss. I think this is the 2nd loss of the series so far, so we have been doing very well. And we played this game really well as well, to be honest. Apart from a few misplays in the early game, you know, it is what it is. Lessons learned. And learn from my mistakes as well, guys. Don't gank before level 3. Avoid the Amumu at all costs. And let's go take a look at the damage graphs. Okay, so looking at the build, we are 19, 8, and 8. 19, 8, and 8! How do we not win this? I mean, it's not so cut and dry as that. Like, if you look at your KDA and it's this, you know, it's fairly good like this, and you lose the game, you think, we should have won that game. My teammates did really badly. And honestly, yeah, they didn't do great, but KDA isn't an absolute indicator of how well you did in a game. Because look at the Pyke, he got the 2nd most kills on our team, but he was just KSing with his ult, which is fine. But it doesn't mean he played well. And we managed to be full build as well. So that felt really good, and you saw us just absolutely annihilating things like the Ashe and the Lilia. Unfortunately, we couldn't. We did annihilate the Jhin a couple times as well. The Akshan was slightly harder because he had this item, which just reduce the shield or something, please. I mean, ADC mains will be questioning my decision on that, but hey, if we look at the actually one more thing I wanted to note here as well. Gold. Look at the gold. So even though the Jhin had more... Oh, no, they didn't have more kills in the end, actually. More CS. They both had more CS. They both had higher KDA in total. But we had significantly more gold. We had... And the jungler as well. We had 7,000 more gold than him. It's just nuts. If you play this way... We didn't even take First Strike, and we didn't even take Bounty Hunter either. But if we go over to the graphs, we can see that we did almost 50,000 damage. 50,000, and the Akshan did slightly over 50,000. So we did 2nd damage in the game. We did over double the rest of my team. If you look at the Amumu as well, we did over double his damage. He is a tank, so you know his stats are elsewhere, like damage mitigation and CC score and stuff like that. But we just did an insane amount of damage. We did even more damage than the Jhin. And if we look at runes, 26 Dark Harvest stacks. It's not Dark Harvest, I do that every time. 26! No, it is Dark Harvest stacks. You know what, I've made the mistake so many times now, I just default making the mistake. Which I think is a series record, 26 Dark Harvest stacks. Doing almost 3,000 damage. Sudden Impact, again, doing the series personal best at 2,098 damage. Really nice. Really, really liking those buffs. Eyeball collection, we collected all the eyeballs for 30 extra AP. Ultimate Hunter stacks, we collected all 5 of those fairly close to the end of the game, I think. Maybe it was about halfway through. Triumph healing for over 2,000 damage, giving us over 500 gold. And Legend Tenacity coming in at 16 minutes and 40 seconds. So if you have enjoyed today's game, if you have learnt from my mistakes against the Amumu, and please do learn from my mistakes against the Amumu, I think if I go up against him again, it will be difficult, but I think we can win. But if you have enjoyed, please drop me a like, subscribe, drop me a comment, drop me anything. One of the 3 would be absolutely lovely. And I'll see you guys in the next game.